Hello and welcome back to the Business APAC. Imagine a port that not only serves as a trade hub but also as a strategic chess piece in the grand game of international diplomacy. That's Chabahar Port for India. Recently, India inked a 10-year deal to manage this Iranian port, marking a bold step in India's maritime strategy. This move is more than just business. It's a gateway to Afghanistan and Central Asia, bypassing the tumultuous routes of Pakistan. It's a counterplay to China's influence in Pakistan's Gwadar port. So, stand by as we navigate into how India's maritime diplomacy is taking center stage with the Chabahar port deal. Perched on the Gulf of Oman, Chabahar port is a strategic gem that India has polished to shine on the maritime stage. This port, a mere 170 kilometers from its rival Gwadar, is not just a docking point but a geopolitical chess move. Conceived in 1973, it's been a slow burn due to global politics, but India's entry in 2003 turned the tide. Fast forward to 2016, and we see India's bold play, a 10-year agreement to manage Chabahar. It's a gateway, not just to Afghanistan but to the heart of Central Asia, bypassing the tricky terrain of Pakistan. With a $500 million pledge, India's not just investing in ports, it's investing in potential. Chabahar's development is a story of patience and perseverance. From a modest 2.1 million tons of cargo in 2015 to a planned capacity of 86 million tons, it's a leap of faith and logistics. This port is more than infrastructure, it's India's maritime signature, etched on the crossroads of trade and diplomacy. Chabahar Port, a beacon of India's maritime ambition, faced waves of challenges, most notably US sanctions against Iran. These sanctions were a stormy sea, threatening to capsize the entire venture. Yet India navigated these choppy waters with finesse, taking over the port's operations and steering it toward success. Despite the threat of sanctions looming like dark clouds, India inked a 10-year deal to manage the Shahid Beheshti terminal at Chabahar. This wasn't just a contract, it was a statement of resilience, a testament to India's commitment to its strategic interests and regional connectivity. The port's development was akin to a marathon, not a sprint. India's role was crucial, injecting not just funds but also hope into this project. With an investment of around $120 million and a credit line of $250 million, India fortified the port's infrastructure, ensuring that Chabahar became a lighthouse of trade and diplomacy, undeterred by the sanctions' shadow. Chabahar Port is India's masterstroke in maritime strategy, a game-changer that sidesteps Pakistan and opens a direct line to Afghanistan and Central Asia. It's not just a port, it's a strategic bypass, a bold move against the status quo. With Chabahar, India isn't just knocking on the door of Central Asia, it's swinging it wide open. But wait, there's more. Chabahar isn't just about geography, it's about economics too. It stands tall as India's counter to China's sprawling Belt and Road Initiative. In the chessboard of global trade, Chabahar is India's knight, moving in an L shape, leaping over obstacles and capturing key positions. It's a testament to India's foresight and diplomatic finesse, a move that could reshape the region's economic landscape. In the waves of diplomacy, India's strategic play unfolds with the Chabahar port deal. Now, let's talk numbers because they tell the tale. India's investment, a total value of $370 million committed to this geostrategic chess move. But wait, there's more. Beyond the decade, the prospects are as vast as the ocean. We're looking at potential links with the International North-South Transport Corridor, or INSTC, creating a direct route from India to Russia. Imagine the boost in trade, the leap in connectivity. And here's the kicker, since 2018, Chabahar has handled over 90,000 TEUs and 8.4 million tonnes of cargo. That's not just impressive, it's a testament to India's commitment to regional development and stability. Chabahar Port is buzzing. In the fiscal year April-September 2023, this hub handled a whopping 25,788 TEUs of container cargo and 1.5 million tonnes of bulk cargo. Fast forward to 2024, and we're talking about some 30,000 to 40,000 TEUs annually, with a hefty 2 million tonnes of bulk cargo making its way through Chabahar. But it's not just about the numbers, it's about the connections. Chabahar is India's golden ticket to the vast markets of Afghanistan and Central Asia, all while giving Pakistan's restrictions the slip. This port is a crucial pivot in the International North-South Transport Corridor, or INSTC, linking India with Iran, Azerbaijan, Russia, and beyond. It's a game changer, diversifying trade routes and beefing up India's trade resilience like never before. It's about making moves that count, setting sails for success, and navigating the trade tides with confidence. Chabahar is where India's maritime diplomacy shines, steering towards a future of boundless trade possibilities. Chabahar Port is not just a place on the map, it's a gateway to growth for India's trade. With this strategic move, India's exports and imports are set to soar, reaching new markets in Afghanistan and Central Asia. It's like finding a new silk route, minus the silk in the old route. Here's the deal: Chabahar slashes transport costs and time for Indian goods by a third. That's a big chunk of change staying in the pockets of Indian traders. And we're not just talking savings, we're talking speed. Goods that once took a scenic route through Pakistan now have a VIP pass straight through Iran. But it's more than just economics, it's about independence. By reducing dependency on Pakistan's routes, which were as unpredictable as a game of snakes and ladders, India now has a reliable path to its trading partners. This isn't just a detour, it's a whole new highway for India's trade ambitions, paving the way for a future where India's trade isn't just surviving, it's thriving. Chabahar Port is India's golden ticket to Central Asia. It's like a bridge over the geopolitical divide, connecting India to the landlocked heart of Asia. Think about it, a direct route to markets that were once tough to crack. The International North-South Transport Corridor, or INSTC, is not just a route, it's a trade revolution. This corridor slashes the journey from India to Russia by 40% in distance and 30% in costs. That's right, we're cutting down on time and money, making trade smoother than ever. Chabahar isn't just a port, it's India's strategic leap forward, a diplomatic dance on the high seas of trade. With this move, India is not just reaching Central Asia, but also flexing its maritime muscles on the global stage. India's strategic leap in Chabahar is a game changer, not just a port deal. It's a bold move in maritime diplomacy, securing a pivotal route to Central Asia and beyond. This 10-year handshake with Iran is more than commerce. It's a geopolitical masterstroke, bypassing rival ports and countering the BRI. Now we have a question for you. What do you think this means for the future of India's global trade? And if you've got topics you're curious about, drop them in the comments. Thanks for watching.